Many gentlemen, especially after the age of 60, begin to notice that their bodies are no longer as before. They tire more easily, sleep is less deep, irritability increases, libido declines, muscles waste away, abdominal fat accumulates. These changes cause many to worry, lose confidence, and even affect family happiness. But the root cause often comes from a seemingly small yet extremely important factor: the decline of the hormone testosterone. This hormone plays a central role in creating a man's strength, courage, and life energy. When testosterone falls, a man's physical condition, mental state, and sexual health are all affected. As a physician with over 50 years of experience in men's health, I have met many gentlemen in this situation without their even realizing it. The good news is that we can naturally boost testosterone through daily habits. No drugs, no expensive therapies, just understanding your body and applying the right methods. Men can fully regain their former vigor and confidence. If you find this content useful, don't forget to click subscribe on the Beauty of Aging 2 channel so you won't miss the latest videos on men's health, middle-age wellness, and how to live healthily and stay strong in the long term. Also, please leave a comment below if you have questions or want me to share more on a topic in upcoming videos. Now let's begin. There is a harsh truth that few dare to speak directly to men over 60. You don't lose strength, performance, or courage simply because of age alone. You lose them because no one ever taught you how to protect and restore them. No doctor told you this, no media spoke up. You've never heard it from older men before. As you enter middle age, you begin to accept these changes as inevitable. Belly protrudes, strength wanes, insomnia, back pain, knee discomfort, chronic fatigue, a cooled-off marital life. You think it's just aging, but the truth is that a silent enemy is gradually stealing your vitality. That enemy is the decline of testosterone. And the saddest part is it's not because of age per se, but because you have stopped fighting, stopped sending the signal to your body that I still need strength. I am still a man. I am Dr. Tranvankai. Over more than 30 years, working with men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, I have witnessed thousands of men return to a life full of vitality, courage, and energy as if they were 30 again. Without drugs, without injections. No testosterone injections. Don't believe it. Stay with me a few more minutes. I will reveal 5 forgotten secrets. Secrets that most Vietnamese men are never taught. Simple, scientific secrets that have changed the lives of thousands of Vietnamese men who once thought their time was up. And I guarantee you'll be startled by how simple these secrets are. Yet they are the key to awakening the courage, vitality, and life drive sleeping in your body. If you are entering a new stage of life, where health, spirit, and life's meaning become more profound than ever, hit subscribe and don't leave too soon. Because if you watch until the end, you'll receive sincere sharing, practical advice, and valuable knowledge to help you understand your body, mind, and the silent shifts of the twilight years. Are you ready? If there is still a spark in your heart, walk on with me. Muscles are not gone. They have been neglected. Most men after 60 think that a weaker body and muscle loss are natural. They look down at their protruding belly, heavy legs, drooping shoulders, sigh, and accept it. They believe it's a natural rule. After 60, muscles abandon you like hair turning grey. But the truth is different. Muscles don't vanish because of age alone. They vanish because you have stopped giving your body a reason to keep them. The male body is sophisticated. If you no longer signal, I need strength, it will conserve energy and cut muscle, thinking you no longer need it. This is not age alone. It is surrender. Do you recall the years when you were busy working, climbed stairs without running out of breath, carried heavy rice bags as if they weighed nothing, lifted heavy objects without flinching? Back then, muscles needed no gym or coach, just an active life, plenty of movement and work. And your body understood, I need strength. But after retirement, after comfortable years, we start sitting more, lying down more. And the daily message our body receives is, I don't need strength anymore. And so it cuts back. This process is called sarcopenia, muscle loss due to inactivity. It is not a sign of aging itself, but a sign of stopping the fight. The wonderful news is this process is fully reversible. I have witnessed men aged 70, even 80, regain muscle strength with simple, regular movements. You don't need heavy weights, no gym membership. You just need to start with your own body. like Mr. Nicky, 68, from Texas. After a fall down the stairs left him frightened, he came to me and said, "Doctor, I'm so weak now, I can't even lift my rice cooker." We began with extremely simple exercises, standing up and sitting down from a chair in 3 sets of 10 reps every morning. After just 4 weeks, he confidently lifted a serving tray again. 2 months later, he walked 2 kilometers without panting. More importantly, his endogenous testosterone rose nearly 30% just from those simple movements. No drugs, no injections. That's why I tell you, muscles never abandon you unless you abandon them first. As long as you send back the signal, "I still need strength," your body will respond faster than you think. You don't need muscles to show off. You need them to stand up without fear of falling, to lift a bowl of porridge without back pain, to wake up without gasping for breath, to live a full masculine life right up to the end. And I ask you, will you let your body believe you have surrendered? Or will you send the message, I'm still fighting"? Your body awaits orders from you. There is a dangerous enemy hiding in your meals, in every morning coffee, in every glass of harmless drink. It doesn't make noise, doesn't appear overtly. It's sweet and comforting, making you believe it's part of a normal life. But it is the real thief, not age, silently stealing strength, alertness, and masculinity. Sugar. Yes, sugar is not only in candies or soda, but hides in every slice of white bread you eat, in the spoonful of condensed milk in your coffee, in the overly sweet dipping sauce, in that harmless sweet wine after dinner. You have been misled for decades. People say to cut fat, reduce eggs, avoid fatty meat. But few tell you that the greatest culprit quietly killing testosterone, the hormone of male vigor, is sugar. Every time you ingest sugar, insulin spikes, cortisol, the stress hormone rises, and testosterone, what makes you strong, full of energy, excited about life, is silently extinguished. Just one sugary drink in the morning can lower testosterone by 25% for 2 hours straight. Think about it. If every morning, every lunch, every dinner you inadvertently consume that sweet substance, you are killing your vigor day after day, month after month. No need for guns or serious disease. Just sugar. I have a patient named Mr. Thin, 65, in Hanoi. He still walked every morning, believed he lived healthily, yet complained of growing fatigue, poor sleep, a large belly, and no interest in marital life. Reviewing his food diary, I pointed out morning coffee with condensed milk, lunch of white bread, evening sweet fruit plus a glass of sweet wine. All seemed harmless, but his body was drowning in insulin and cortisol 24/7. We did one simple thing. Cut out all artificial sweeteners and sugar, replacing them with water, pure black coffee, naturally savoury dishes, leafy greens, fatty fish, eggs and butter. 6 weeks later, he called me. "Doctor, I feel alert like a young man, sleeping deeply through the night, belly slimmed down. And my wife says I'm like a different person." His testosterone test rose by nearly 100 points. Do you see? The thief is not age. The thief is sugar. Disguised as convenience, comfort, familiarity. But you have the power to choose differently. Sugar is not joy. It is a thief. And a man's courage is to face the truth and dare to change. If you want to restore your courage, strength, and zest of manhood, cut sugar starting now. Because once you reclaim testosterone, you reclaim not only your body, but your life. Third, deep sleep, the silent powerhouse for recovery. If I told you the most potent booster for testosterone isn't in a pill, doesn't require a prescription, but only a truly deep night's sleep, would you believe it? It sounds simple, but most men over 50 are gradually losing this precious tonic. They go to bed at 10 p.m. but toss and turn until midnight. They sleep a bit, wake at 2 or 3 a.m. to urinate, lie awake until morning, then wake in a fog, mood low. Day after day they think it's aging, but in reality, testosterone is plummeting because sleep is fragmented. Did you know 90% of a man's testosterone is produced at night during the deepest sleep stages? Not when you doze lightly or dream, but when brain and body truly enter recovery mode. That's when the testes are most active. Vitality hormones regenerate, brain cells repair, and the mind refreshes like a reset machine. But when you wake in the night or don't sleep deeply, this whole process is cut short. Not only does testosterone drop, but memory, mood, immunity, your very vitality declines too. I had a patient, Mr. Joan, 68, retired official in Nevada. He hadn't slept deeply for years, woke often at night or dreamed restlessly, and woke tired. He said, "I feel like I'm living half a life. Not well, not weak, but humming like a machine about to shut down." We did not prescribe sleeping pills. We helped him clear the path for deep sleep. Turn off the TV by 9 p.m, drink a cup of warm chamomile tea, read a physical book instead of looking at phone, limit fluids after 8 p.m, turn off night lights, keep the room dark and cool, and most importantly, go to bed at the same time each night. After 3 weeks, he slept 6 hours straight without waking. After 6 weeks, his testosterone rose by 80 points, and he said something I'll never forget. "I don't need medication. I just need to sleep like a real man." You see, sleep is not passive rest. It is a man's testosterone factory. The deeper you sleep, the more manly you remain. The more you stay awake, the more your vigor fades. If you have tried everything yet still feel fatigued, lifeless, lacking desire, don't quickly blame age to fame. Look at your sleep first. That may be the solution you've been searching for. Start with one truly quiet night. Turn off the TV, set your phone aside, brew a cup of herbal tea, lie down, breathe deeply, and let your body do what it knows best. To revive a man through deep sleep is to live fully again. Fourth, physical closeness, the forgotten source of testosterone. There is a bitter truth few Vietnamese men dare admit. As they age, they drift away from their own bodies, not only in marital intimacy, but in touch, in hugs, in human contact. What I call the silent language of testosterone. Did you know that in every handshake, every hug, every gentle caress, your body not only receives emotion, but triggers powerful vitality hormones, especially oxytocin, which soothes stress, reduces cortisol, and triggers natural testosterone? In your 50s and 60s, as Vietnamese men gradually withdraw from social life, children grown, friends fewer, the wife by your side no longer shares familiar, affectionate gestures. This is when testosterone in your body goes into hibernation. The lonelier and colder you become, the more testosterone atrophies. I once met Mr. Can, 72, in Texas. He lived alone after his wife passed and children moved far away. Each day he stayed at home, cooked for himself, ate alone, and slept alone. When I asked when was the last time he hugged someone, he was silent for a long time. Then he said in a trembling voice, "Probably more than 5 years since I hugged my wife." That is not just loneliness. It's an invisible physical pain. My body has forgotten what it feels like to be touched, to be loved. And my testosterone level is lower than I've ever seen in a healthy man. We started with small steps. He joined a Qigong club, played with a young grandchild, adopted a small dog. He began to be touched, stroked, hugged. 3 months later, he told me, "I feel warmth returning, life returning." And tests showed his testosterone rose nearly 90 points just from that contact. Do you understand? Physical closeness is not only for couples, it's for every man who wants to keep the fire of testosterone alive in his body. A grandchild's hand in yours, a friend's hug, a pet's gentle stroke, a spouse's touch. You don't need to look far. Testosterone awaits you at every warm station. Remember, a middle-aged man who is emotionally dry, avoiding closeness, is gradually losing what makes him a man. Start today. Don't hesitate to hold your wife's hand longer, to hug your children, grandchildren, or old friends. A hug can pull you out of hormonal aging faster than any pill. Because true masculinity is not solitary endurance, but daring to open your heart, daring to receive warmth. Fifth, the inner dialogue that determines your hormones. If I told you that what's strangling your testosterone daily is not age, not illness, but what you tell yourself in your mind, would you believe it? How many Vietnamese middle-aged men wake up each morning and subconsciously whisper to themselves, "I'm old now, I'm weak now, just get through the day." I've met such men over 30 years. They don't realize that these words, this repeated thought, sends a signal to the body. Save energy, shrink, no need for testosterone. Our master has given up. Do you understand? Your mind and your hormones are two warriors fighting side by side. When your mind surrenders, testosterone drops its weapon. I remember Mr. Vine, 68, former truck driver from Ohio. He came to me with dull eyes and lifeless speech. He said, "Doctor, I guess my time is up. My body's rusted." I asked what he tells himself daily. He smiled sadly. Always that I'm old, living just to get by. We didn't start with medication. I asked him to do one simple but hardest task. Every morning, stand before the mirror, look into his eyes and say out loud, I'm not done yet. I am still strong. I still have value. In the first week, he recited it like rote, with no feeling. But day by day, the words began to sink in. I told him to write on paper his best memories, the dreams he once abandoned, just 5 minutes daily. And then, as if by magic, his body started to change. Eyes brighter, voice firmer, steps quicker. 6 months later, his testosterone nearly doubled. More importantly, he admitted, I found the old Vin again. Doctor, he was always inside me. I just made him silent for too long. Dear friend, I want to tell you this sincerely. Your body cannot reignite if inside your head are curses full of negativity. Remember, every thought is a biological command. If you think you are old, your body will age. If you think you're past your prime, testosterone will go silent. So from today, wake up saying strongly, I'm not done yet. I am a man still hungry for life. Write it on paper, stick it on the mirror, repeat it like a basic exercise. Because only when your mind agrees to live will your body have a reason to reboot testosterone, the fuel of manhood. Conclusion? Dear friend, if you've read this far, I want to express my deepest respect. Only those men who dare to face the truth, dare to step beyond society's deceptive talk about aging, dare to look in the mirror and ask themselves if they have lived fully, can read these lines. You know, the outside world always tries to make you believe that a man over 60 is something obsolete, expired. But the truth is that these years are when true manhood really speaks. You are no longer the dreamy young man of before. You are an experienced man who understands the value of health, happiness, and living every moment fully. You have devoted your life to family, work, society. But now is the time to return to yourself, not to give up, but to care for, restore, and awaken the vitality sleeping within you. You hold in your hands 5 secrets that many men out there never learn in a lifetime. Awaken your body through movement. Rescue testosterone from fake sweetness. Restore deep sleep as your natural hormone factory. Bring connection and closeness back into daily life. And above all, change your inner speech from I'm old now to I'm not done yet. You can start anywhere, a single step, a single meal, a single positive affirmation to yourself. Small but repeated daily. Because strength does not come from fleeting bursts, but from steadfast, silent actions. You don't need to return to youth. You need to move forward as an experienced, calm, strong man, full of true desire to live. Remember, no one can give you youth a second time, but you can certainly give yourself courage, strength, and joy of life worthy of a Vietnamese man in his 60s, 70s, 80s. I believe in you, and now let's begin. Thank you for spending time listening and accompanying us until the end of the video. Every view, every caring glance is motivation for us to continue sharing meaningful insights for the aging. Not only health, but also peace, wisdom, and spirit. Dear ladies and gentlemen, through these secrets about testosterone in men, I hope everyone, especially the uncles and older gentlemen entering middle age, now understands more clearly the importance of this hormone for health, mind, and masculine performance. Testosterone is not something distant or only for the young. It is the golden key to preserving vitality, confidence, and joy of life every day. Don't wait until the body is exhausted, sexual function declines, or the spirit is weary to start caring. Act early, from sleep, diet, exercise to maintaining an optimistic mindset so testosterone stays at its peak. Thank you to everyone for following the Beauty of Aging 2 video. If you find it useful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share so loved ones can also take comprehensive care of their health every day. See you in the next videos where I will continue to accompany you on the journey of healthy living, joyful living, and living each day to the fullest.